Yay! Welcome to the BuddyCast episode 3. I'm your host, Sam Bolin. I'm here with Nabai Habtemariam. Hey, Nabai.
I'm here. I'm Nabai.
What's up, man? What's cracking?
Oh, just chilling. Same as before.
Same.
Work.
Different,
Princeton.
Different, but same.
Different, but yeah, pretty much exactly that.
Good. Well, the first and only question on every episode of the BuddyCast is how did we become friends? And every pair of friends has a different version of how that went down.
I was actually just thinking about
So
that.
what's your account?
Well, I'm not certain exactly how we first became friends. I remember my first memory of you at all. And I remember we were on a run. We met the running club for sure. We did a run at one point, and you were ahead of me, and I was somewhere in the middle of the pack. You were like talking to Caleb or somebody, and you would just brazenly make references that I didn't understand at all, and I was just really confused. And you would say things that I feel like most people in the group didn't fully understand, but you didn't. I don't know. It didn't seem to faze you at all. Like you would still say them very matter of factly, and like occasionally laugh a little. I think you would laugh a little bit at your own jokes sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite. Is laughing at my own jokes.
But yeah, I just remember I was like, wow, who is this guy?
Who is he?
And then I think we started to figure out that we were
made for each other.
I was gonna say we were like same speeds ish.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, for sure.
So we were found ourselves running together more often, and then we would get meals together, and then we had our whole little. I recently, did you see? I messaged our for the Ferguson project,
yes.
The Freshman Running Club thing. I was thinking about how we met, and I remember that we had that group chat. I feel like it was definitely probably how we became friends. We all the Freshmen Running Club.
Do you remember what the reference was?
For Ferguson?
No, like the first reference you heard me make that didn't make any sense.
I don't. I think you referenced some person. You said the name. You used the name of some person in a joke.
Okay.
And I didn't know who that person was, and I was just and I think it's really, I don't know. You were the first person that kind of made me realize that I didn't know a lot about I wasn't a very cultured person, I think.
Interesting.
And I feel like I viewed you as a person that had read a lot and seen a lot of movies and stuff, and I was oh wow, I want to be more like that guy. And you prompted me to I don't know. You introduced me to Nabokov.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Just today, somebody commented on my laughing at my own jokes. I was sitting at the table with some people, and then this girl left, and I stole her Prox and put it in my pocket. And I was like, "Hey, I found your Prox." And she goes, "Where was it?" And I was like, "In my pocket." So I handed it to her. And the other kids kind of started laughing, but I just started dying. I thought it was the funniest shit ever. And I was with Ben Perlmutter, and he said, "Man, I love it when Sam makes himself laugh."
That's funny.
Definitely a prime instance of that.
Yeah,
for me, I definitely know that we were friends before this, but the consummation of our friendship and the high point of the freshmen in Princeton Running Club was definitely nationals.
Yes.
Where we all got on a bus together and went to Michigan.
Yes.
Michigan U.
I think you showed us Drive on the way there or on the way back.
On the way back.
On the way back. Yeah.
And we also watched Before Sunrise, I think, in the hotel room. Which is
prime. That's definitely when we consummated our friendship.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was 5 of us lined up on a motel bed watching this indie romance movie.
That was such a good movie.
Yeah, no, and I don't know. I think we were probably all in similar places of emotional development. I don't want to overstep my analysis of the situation, but it was oh, that movie resonated with almost all of us.
I would say so.
And I was whoa, we all have the same soul. I don't know, it was crazy.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
That was a great time overall, Nationals.
Yeah. I was not fast.
Yeah, neither was I. Yeah, I just remember, I think my distinct memories from that were how cold it was, and you getting kind of drunk after.
Oh yeah, that was a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
I got blasted.
It was
And
so cool.
yeah, freshman year I was not drinking a whole lot.
Yeah.
So it didn't take much to get me going.
It's a prime decision. It was incredibly cold.
Yeah. Yeah, really, if there's a time to do it, it's like in a motel room in Michigan in the dead of winter. Yeah, that's definitely stage one of our friendship.
After that, we probably just continued to like get more meals together.
Yeah,
and, like,
and we both stopped running so much.
I think that was like stage two was like realizing that we didn't need running to be friends.
I hung out with you guys a lot in Forbes.
In Forbes, yeah. You bought your GameCube that one time.
Yeah, that was great.
That was an incredible time.
Yeah, I liked being introduced to that group a lot.
Yeah, I think that's when you became friends with Jonah.
Yeah, Jonah and Vivek and all those guys. Yeah, I like Jonah a lot.
Yeah,
he's a sweet kid.
Good kid.
Really smart.
Really smart.
He's gonna be the president of NASA someday soon. Next year.
Next year.
After he finishes his internship, whatever. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I think I'm gonna make this kind of decision based on like how I've made every other decision, just kind of doing what I think sounds the most cool. So I think I'm gonna I became a physics major because I thought it sounded the coolest, and now I think I either want to do space stuff, like help build space stuff, or maybe potentially pursue like trying to in some way solve like the fusion energy problem, like trying to make it work.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, both of those sound really cool, like plasma physics or like space technology. Both sound very interesting. I don't know.
That's awesome.
Oh, I just want to like be able to. I remember one of my friends, sophomore year, said that he like made like a spectrometer, and it was going to be like put on like it was going to be sent into space to like disprove some like thing, some physics thing. And I remember in that moment I thought like, this is like to build something that goes into space just seems like an incredibly cool thing to do. I don't know.
That's awesome.
How about?
Well, and you're fully into physics now.
Yeah, I remember I was in your room actually when I think I started to like really decide to like go for it.
Yeah.
You understood me when I initially didn't, because I remember Zartosh was telling me, oh, if you're thinking about doing physics, then you should just do it. And then you were like, no. He just likes the idea of himself as a physics major, which is exactly how I felt, and we both like had a mutual understanding of that.
Yeah, no, for sure, because I had sort of fantasies of being a scientist too.
Yeah, you were like an orgo.
Yeah, I had some things to sort out. No, but yeah, clearly that has developed, and I'm glad you stuck with it. Because, yeah, when you were in like 103 or whatever, you were really not sure it was going to work out, right?
Yeah, because I mean, I couldn't even do like 105, which is like what most physics majors do. But I don't know, I stuck with it. I'm very happy. A lot of the, more so because like one, like the subject matter is very interesting, but the group, like the physics majors, are also like just all really great people. Like I made some really close friends this year thus far, and they've all been like, most of the physics majors have been really cool to me, like really accepting, and that's why I feel even more at home in the department.
Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like a lot of hard science people, like the ones that aren't just total nerds who are always doing it, are like a lot more well-adjusted than some humanities people, or like have a better idea of what's going on in life, which is kind of funny because that's supposedly the advantage of studying, great books or like history or something, is that like you understand how people work. But I don't know.
That is interesting. So, you want to do like writing for like theater stuff, like movies, right?
I want to be a movie man. Yeah.
That's what you're doing this summer, right? When we met up in New York that one time.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yes. Yeah, I was working at Ben Stiller's production company, Red Hour Films. Yeah.
That was fun seeing you there. That was so unexpected, because I was just like sitting in like a tea shop, like waiting for Zartosh and Caleb to be done running, and you were just like, hey, you mind if I like come by? And I was like, oh, amazing.
And I was hanging out with my cousin.
Your cousin was really funny.
He's great.
I liked him a lot.
He's another guy who, well, maybe he's really into fishing, and that seems to be the only thing that like gets him excited. Everything else he's like very blasé and like whatever, and has not that he's boring, but he has like a very funny, cynical sort of outlook on things. And he's a junior in high school now, so he's sort of moving towards that time when you have to sort of decide more what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna do like marine biology or go to maritime school or something, or merchant marine. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I hear that every day.
Yeah. No, which is great. Like he didn't get squashed into conformity or anything.
Yeah, definitely.
He's like doing him after being like sort of dissatisfied with the general educational spectrum of what was offered. So
yeah, I guess if you're only into fishing, you probably wouldn't really.
Yeah, fishing doesn't have a lot to do with school, and school doesn't have a lot to do with fishing.
I don't think I've ever been fishing.
Yeah.
Have you been fishing a lot?
Yeah, I don't really like it.
I think you just wait a lot.
I like hanging out, so I like that part of it, but the getting fish on your hands, and I'm not good at getting fish to bite my hook for whatever reason.
That's funny.
I don't know if it's a metaphor for something or yeah, I saw you in New York with my cousin, and then I came to visit Princeton that one time. I think that's going to be the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Is a picture I took of you while we were hanging out in the Sigma Chi
apartment. Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
That was a really fun time.
We just we just drank and played games. Well, mostly just Smash.
Yeah, we played Smash Bros. Did you come with us to Terrace?
I think I did. Yeah, that was really
that was because we watched experience. Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. That was so good.
Yeah, it was fun.
I met people. I've been to Terrace a lot actually recently.
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot of guest meals.
It's a good place.
Also, I'm a vegetarian now.
Whoa, that's new.
That is new. Yeah, this year, I've always kind of wanted to do it because I have this like weird aversion to eating things that could have once felt somewhat like me, like existed on an almost similar, like it's just kind of weird for me.
So what was the break?
Oh, I mean, I've always just
pushed you over the edge, sort of?
I think, when I was still home over the summer, I couldn't really bring myself to do it because there's lots of good like burrito places and like there's like In-N-Out Burger, which is like amazing.
And that's so far removed from like an animal that.
No, that's not. I mean, the point is, I don't know. I just couldn't bring myself to like stay away from it. Also, because like that when I'm back home, I usually when I hang out with my friends, we usually go to one of these places, like either burrito place or like a burger place or something like that. But I talked to Joseph Wood, and he was like, he suggested to me, he's like, hey, like, well, he didn't suggest to me. He was talking about how he was going to try being a vegetarian for like January, like as soon as he came back to school. And I was like, oh, this is like the perfect time to just kind of try this out.
Right.
And so then we both did that, and then it wasn't that bad. And Joseph, I think after January, he went back to being a regular person. And I didn't, because I don't know, I felt weird like about quitting. Every now and then I do have a strong desire to eat a breaded chicken sandwich from Wawa though. Really want
what do you eat, man? What do you eat now that you don't eat meat?
I didn't really eat much meat before then. Like, I mean, before I made the decision, I would sometimes eat meat at like dinner. Like, we would sometimes cook chicken because I'm independent, so sometimes I would cook like chicken, or I would like go to the dining hall and I'd eat like some sort of meat probably. Yeah. Because like for protein or whatever. But now I pretty much just substituted meat with like beans or like nuts or something.
Wow.
Like, if I make a dish, like the dishes that I would make before with chicken, I would just substitute beans in because that usually works. I don't know. Not a huge transition, I guess. It's just kind of like, it's weird having to like always like look out and like, I almost ate some meat the other day actually. Sartosh brought some sushi to my room. Yeah. And I was like, oh shoot, like I really want this sushi. And so I reached for it and I was like, oh wait, there's fish in this.
That was an animal. Yeah. I stayed in a cabin over intercession in my aunt's cabin, and I had to bring all the food with me that I was going to eat because they didn't. And I had to bring all the water too.
Oh wow.
And that was an interesting dietary experience. It was like all ramen and chili.
Why? Did you have no other options really, or was that just like the most easy things to bring?
Easy. I like cooked eggs. I had peanut butter sandwiches. I had soup. But yeah. And then I was sort of scrounging around in their fridge for like whatever alcohol they had. And they had like a teeny bit of Citron left that I took advantage of.
Nice.
And then I think I brought like a 6-pack of Yingling with me too. So that was.
What's that?
It's beer.
Okay.
Yeah. Because my uncle drinks Yingling, so wouldn't have been my first choice, but.
So were you just like chilling up there, or like what were you?
I was writing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's really cool.
Oh, a bonding point has definitely been our taste in cartoons.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I was writing an Adventure Time spec script.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That I'm gonna use to apply to things.
That's awesome. Wow, dude, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I need to talk to you more often.
Yeah. No, so it's kind of funny. The people I have on here, I've realized this is sort of a trend. With Ben Goodman, the first guest, maybe being accepted. But I like having on people who are my good friends that I haven't talked to in a while.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And at first it was just like, okay, really close friends. But yeah, I don't know. It's sort of a double purpose, like little remedial hangout session or whatever.
Yeah. So you wrote. So is that all you wrote there? You wrote a bunch of stuff, and that's just one of the things that you wrote.
So that's the only thing I finished. I was also working on a pilot, for a TV show that I had an idea for. That's basically about four roommates who are all addicted to different prescription drugs. And it's a comedy. It's like a dark comedy. It's not like super depressing.
Yeah.
Requiem for a Dream or anything. Although it has that sort of element.
Yeah.
And the main character is a nurse. It's a male nurse.
Mm-hmm.
So that already is kind of a weird setup. And he's been like stealing pills from like the prescription disposal box that they have outside of some hospitals. Do you know those?
No.
Where like no questions asked, you can just dump your old pills in there basically.
Okay.
Because he's friends with the security guard, and so it's an easy, like, risk-free sort of way to get some extra pills.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day it's like not enough, and his friends, like, he could probably get by, but his friend's really hurting. And so he like basically steals some and gets caught by this woman doctor, and then instead of turning him in, she like makes him fuck her.
Oh my god.
And yeah, so that becomes how he obtains his drugs.
That's
yeah.
Very interesting premise.
That's the pilot episode.
Pilot episode.
That's basically what happens.
Okay.
And everybody. So there's three. At the beginning, there's three roommates who are not related, and then the main guy's little brother, who's like just come to Seattle,
Mm-hmm.
to town, and he's like fresh faced, not into anything, yet.
Yeah.
And the big brother's like really excited for him to experience the world, but is also afraid that he'll sort of fall into the same lifestyle.
A lot of layers.
Yeah. And so the main guy is addicted to Xanax, which like started as a way of treating anxiety or whatever, but then he's like, I need more than you're giving me. But it's not too hard to get, either on the street or to get overprescribed or whatever. One of the roommates is on painkillers, because she hurt her back.
Oh.
And then it wasn't hurt anymore, but she kept taking them. And then there's one girl who's she's a computer programmer, who's like, I think manic depressive, but in a fun way. So like, she takes Adderall during the day so she can just code like a fucking machine, and then when she goes out, she either like drinks really heavily or like I don't know. It's still in the works.
Yeah.
But it's it's a fun show for the whole family. What's up? Yeah.
I think that's definitely been another bonding point of ours. Is like I've definitely been like a big fan of like your art, like what you've made, like your writing. Like I think I went to one of those things. You wrote a thing in like a short period of time, and then someone had to perform it in like a short period. What was that thing?
Oh,
I forget what it was called.
Think.
Isaac did. Isaac was part of the performance.
Oh, it was the 24-hour play festival.
Yeah. Like I was fan.
Yeah, it was a play I wrote with Zane. Yeah, that one was wild. We caught some heat for that one. Not really, but like a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. And then
what other stuff of yours did I like?
I don't know, it's been like good conversing with you about it in general, because you seem like a willing audience. We have similar tastes.
Yeah, definitely.
Blah, blah, blah. And you're a little bit of a writer, too.
Oh, yeah.
You dabble. You haven't committed to it yet.
No. You've tried to get... I mean, I've definitely been tempted. It's just... I don't think I have, like, the confidence to, like... I definitely like to write sometimes when I... Like, just like, for me, though.
Yeah.
And I think the only people that I've ever let read anything that I've even, like, conceived of, like, ideas for, like, stories or something has been, like, you or, like, maybe Vivek.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I pretty much keep it to myself. I don't know.
I bet you could do a little science fiction somewhere down the line.
Maybe. That would be really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Alan Lightman?
That almost sounds familiar, but I'm not going to pretend like I know
He
what that
wrote
is.
Einstein's Dreams.
Oh.
And he's a MIT physics and creative writing professor.
Wow.
So, yeah, really has all his bases covered. And he's like an accomplished short story and novel writer, and teaches physics at MIT. So
that's sick.
Yeah, not out of the realm of possibilities.
Yeah, I definitely have like an appreciation for people that do both. Like,
yeah, I think it's awesome.
Like, do you know? I think I might have introduced you to my friend Alex at 2D, but it doesn't matter. You might not remember her.
Alex who?
Alexandria. Her.
I don't know her.
Oh well, yeah. She she does like quantitative things like for like her majors like EV or whatever, and she does like a lot of like mathematical modeling stuff and like coding.
Sure.
And so she's very like sciencey, but she's also like she does a lot of like poetry and like stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And like
Word.
I don't know, I'm really into I really respect and wish I could or aspire to maybe one day have that kind of a not mastery, but like involvement in both sides, I guess, of STEM and humanities.
Or you just like being competent.
Yeah.
At two things is unusual. Word.
Yeah, I haven't been writing as much though. I feel like the only times I've ever really written have been like times when I don't have like too much to do, like over the summer or whatever, or freshman year.
Right.
But nowadays I'm just very, very busy. I don't have time to get like soul searchy. And like
yeah, that's something I worry about here is like, do I really have not just time, because you do have a lot of downtime here.
Yeah.
But like the mental quietude almost. Like, do I have a space that's like quiet enough to reflect in?
Yeah.
Because everywhere you go is like some insane shit is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just you gotta get away from the hustle and bustle, man. Gotta get to a cabin. It's really vital.
Did you like that a lot when you did that?
Yeah, I did. I started going a little stir crazy. I did not have TV or internet or running water.
Oh wow.
I had data, but I couldn't like watch movies, which is the main draw of the internet for me. So it's pretty rough. It started out really good, and then I got a little stir crazy, which makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. The only times I've ever been like away from TV and internet for like long periods of time have been like probably like when I'm with my like friends, like on, I think in high school we did like this like training trip thing where we would go out to like some place. It'd be like out in like the woods.
Someplace, yeah.
I mean, it was called like Twain Hart. I don't know if like you'd reckon. It's not like a reputable place.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But yeah, that was fun, and like I didn't go stir crazy or whatever, obviously, because I was with all my friends.
Right,
we were running a lot and like eating and like cooking and having like people around. But yeah, that's really interesting.
No, yeah, when my aunt, my cousin came to pick me up, and it wasn't immediately like, oh, I'm so happy to see you, but as soon as I started talking to them, I like couldn't stop talking, just because I had nobody to say anything to for a week.
Oh man.
I might have called. Yeah, I probably called my parents a couple times, but really it was not.
It's not the same.
Enough. Yeah. You gotta socialize, right?
That reminds me of.
Am I right?
Have you seen that one episode of The Twilight Zone? Like, Where Is Everybody?
Oh, where it's like he's a nerd and he just wants to be alone and study his books.
I don't know if that's what that was.
Well, I'll
Okay.
tell you mine,
Yeah.
and you tell me yours. Oh no, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, Jonah just showed me it a little while ago.
So the one I'm thinking about is there's some event where a guy is left alone, and he just spends all his time in the library reading. And then one day he leaves the library and his glasses break, and so he can't do the only thing that like makes him happy.
I feel like someone made a reference to that in a show that I watched, but I don't remember.
You're thinking of the one where it's like he's an astronaut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the end. The end of it.
That's that made me think of.
No, but he starts out like in this model village or model 50s town sort of.
Yeah.
And then there's nobody there.
Yeah, he like walks into like a diner and he's like asking for like hey, like I want some stuff, I want to eat, and then there's nobody there, and then you start to like realize that there's nobody around and it doesn't make any sense, and he's like going crazy. Yeah, I could not. It's weird. Like sometimes I feel like I could be alone like forever, and then other times I'm like, wow, I mean that's pretty much how everyone feels. I'm sure I'm not like special in that respect, but
dude, I don't even like people. You know? It's just, who cares?
I just want to get out of here.
I just want to live in a cabin and never see anybody. I'm like the Buddha, man.
I'm the reclusive writer.
You talking to any girls these days? You doing that?
Oh,
Can you talk about it?
Not really.
On
I mean,
the air?
not that I can't talk. I don't think there's anything really to say. I'm not really. It's been an interesting. I don't know. Interesting conversation that I've had with myself about like what I want or need or whatever.
For sure.
Because I don't know. Because it's like part of me doesn't really. Sometimes it's like the same oscillation. Like sometimes I'm like, why would anyone ever even want someone around all the time? And then sometimes I'm like, wow, I am very alone.
I have some conversations like this with Lucas Novak. You know him, right?
Yeah, he's really
Who is always like, seems like he always has a girlfriend, and he's always like, "Hey Sam, you're lonely."
Oh my god!
Like straight up.
Jeez.
And
I can see him saying that.
But so there are times when I'm like, "Fuck you," I am actually satisfied with my life.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
sort of
like randomly looking for anything that'll give you stability or whatever. But then on the other hand, I'm like, really, I need some spontaneity and need to just get out there, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, probably the happy medium is between.
Yeah.
Somewhere in between, there's a normal person.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, because we're like completely on opposite sides of the issue, where I'm like, have no problem just holding out and scoping out like ideal future wife, and he's just like, "Yep, yeah, whatever's around." I mean, okay, now I'm making fun of him a little bit, but
I
no,
know you don't mean it that way.
Yeah,
we both love Lucas.
Yeah, he believes in true love, but he seems to find it in a lot of places.
Okay, maybe that's it. Maybe
that's
he
the
figured
way.
it out.
I think he did. He probably did. He seems happy.
Yeah, he does seem happy.
Oh boy. Let's pause this. All right, we're back after some technical I mean, it wasn't difficult. I just had to plug it in. Made some tea.
Yes.
I think that's going to be a staple of the BuddyCast is making tea in between takes. It's, it's important. You gotta do it.
For your sanity.
Yeah, exactly. For your sanity. Just to stay sane, you gotta have tea. I think that's a Confucius.
I think that's
quote.
why I'm actually crazy.
Because you don't drink tea?
I don't drink any tea.
Are you crazy?
I only drink water and like milk, kind of, with my oatmeal. I only eat oatmeal for breakfast.
There's a lot of places you could cut off that sentence. I'm crazy. I only eat oatmeal. Yeah.
Yeah, there's two places.
What's going on, man? You want to talk about it?
Yeah, no, this has been a long-standing problem for me.
Oatmeal?
Too much.
Crazy?
But yeah, both.
Not drinking tea? All of them.
I kind of, I don't know, both my parents drink tea. Well, actually, more so my mom, but I don't know. I've never really been into it.
Yeah. You seem like you have a pretty good relationship with them. I don't know.
I mean, I guess I don't have a bad relationship with them.
Yeah.
I think they kind of just like my sister talks to my parents a lot, but I don't talk to my parents a lot.
Yeah.
I talk to my little brother a lot because he got a phone recently.
Oh, awesome.
And now I text him, and he
How
texts
old is
me.
he?
He's 12.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's great. Yeah, I'm trying to like make him my protege, but he doesn't. He doesn't want it, which is fine. But then he also like out of nowhere will sometimes like act concerned about his like academic career, and I'm like, wait, where did this come from?
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't worry. But then other times I'm trying to give him advice, and he doesn't want to take it because he just wants to play Xbox.
I feel that. My little brother is 17. And it's funny because, he'll have flashes of, I look up to you, and then probably 90% of the time he's just like, whatever, Sam, I'm doing what I do. Not that he's always like mean, but he's, he'll rarely take advice.
Yeah. I remember meeting him. He was cool.
Yeah, he was cool.
I liked him.
That was a great night.
Yeah.
It was you, me, and Rob, and my little brother playing Smash Bros.
That was fun.
Dude, I don't know. I don't have steady access to alcohol. But I turned 21 in 2 weeks.
Oh.
So I'm about to.
Nice.
That's pathetic.
What? Why?
That I don't just have... I feel like all the adults I know, and by adults I mean people that are my age or younger, just have bottles just sitting around.
Yeah.
Because they're, they think ahead.
Yeah, I guess that is what
they
that
scheme.
means.
They scheme to get what they need.
I don't think... Yeah, I don't know. I
Talking out my ass.
Drinking is bad.
Drinking, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna do it a lot.
Do it a lot. Yeah, I can't wait for my birthday either. I think about my birthday a lot.
Yeah?
Which is weird.
Are you April?
It's just the end of March, basically April.
Okay.
One day away from April.
I gotcha.
But yeah, I have like a plan and everything. I know I'm not gonna live up, like the plan's not gonna live up to my expectations. Like I know that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it'll still be fun / funny.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I just plan on like trying to get most of my work done for like the week. My birthday's gonna be on a Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna like wake up and just do fucking nothing and just like
that sounds great.
Watch cartoons and I'm gonna buy like a bunch of beer and pizza and consume that throughout the day.
Amazing.
And I'm thinking about making like a Facebook event, just like notifying all my friends that I'll be doing this and to let them know.
Come over.
If they want to come over, like I'm gonna be doing this, you can join me if you want.
Dude, I love it.
I'm just gonna watch like mad like Scooby Doo and like Adventure Time.
Go to
Might watch a movie.
Go to the liquor store at like 8 a.m. Hey, I'm gonna be doing this all day, so just let's go. I don't want to see any evil eyes. Just hook me up. I'm 21. It's my birthday. Get it? You see what's going on here?
That's probably how that. I'm hopefully not gonna buy that early in the morning, but maybe the day before. I mean, that would be really funny. Actually, now I might do that. That sounds like a pretty good idea.
Yeah, it's a pretty good idea.
In the morning, like 8 a.m. I wonder if any. I guess alcoholics might do that, or regular people that just need alcohol later in the day.
Yeah. People who think ahead.
Think ahead.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. How do we get on? Oh, birthdays.
Birthdays.
I don't really want to be 21.
Why?
I want to be older.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I felt that. I think my 20th birthday, I remember feeling like my age finally matched how I felt as a person. And I think it wasn't that I had necessarily matured permanently. It was like a moment of sort of calm, and I sort of know what's going on in my life, and I've got it figured out. And then, like, last semester, that was not the case at all. Like, I was all over the place. And now, a little bit of return to calm this semester, I think. But it's like...
That's good.
Life's crazy, you know?
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't really think about how I don't want to be old. But
it hasn't occurred to you yet?
Yeah, or maybe it has. It hasn't fully hit me.
You're a young guy.
Yeah.
You got a young soul. You're also like 2 weeks younger than me, so.
Yeah, this is true.
That's, in dog years, that's like 10 years,
Long time.
It's a long time. It is a long time. I just watched Doctor Strangelove. You ever seen that?
Oh, I've meant to watch. That's a Kubrick movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
I talk about Kubrick too much on this program.
Great director.
Yeah, the best.
The best. Yeah, I think I've seen all of Wes Anderson's films, and I thought I would move on and try to watch all of Kubrick's.
Yeah, that's definitely leveling up.
Quite a few.
Wes Anderson's also great.
I'm a big fan.
He's awesome.
Apparently, you could. Sorry if you're about that.
Oh, go for it.
There was this thing where I think his next movie is going to be about like dogs or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And if you donate like $10 to this one thing like online, you get entered in a raffle to like be an extra in the movie, like a voice extra, I guess. And I was strongly considering doing it, but it was like, do I really want to just like bark and howl?
Yeah.
I don't think I do. But it was like almost a great like. I was like, oh, this could be really cool. Like this is like one of my favorite directors.
Yeah. You got to take all the chances, right?
Maybe, but like.
Do you have to take all the chances?
Probably not. I don't know. I just don't think I would.
I'm asking a lot of Eric Andre questions. Do you? Is that? Oh yeah. Is that how that works?
Great show.
No, yeah, but this movie was very funny. There's a part where these army guys are like trying to take over another army base because the commander's gone rogue. And there are signs that say like keep off the grass while they're like shooting into the building and crawling through the grass. Or like peace is our profession is the big sign out front while
That's
there's
funny.
a fucking war going on.
Nice little details.
Yeah. It's the little things that makes a movie. It's also the big things.
Definitely. Doctor Strange. So would you recommend? Would recommend?
Check.
Check.
Thumb up.
Got it. Yeah, I think I have a short list of movies that I want to watch, and I'm hopefully gonna get around to that soon. Now that I have less work to do. But yeah.
What's on the list?
I think Being John Malkovich.
Okay. Yeah.
I
for
think
sure.
yeah, these are mostly just movies that Jonah has mentioned to me. I'm like, oh wow, I should probably, or he told me I should watch them. And he's seen a lot of good movies, so I trust him.
Jonah.
Yeah, that was Scott Pilgrim versus the World was on it, but then I watched
And you
that.
just watched it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great. Probably one of my favorite movies, actually.
It's really good.
It was incredible. I didn't expect to like it that much. There are just so many like little things that like I don't know. I like a lot of things where there's like no rhyme or reason to certain things that happen in them, like in Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to like it's that's my comfort show. Like I don't go to it for too much depth. Like sometimes there is depth, but like
a lot of times there is.
A lot of times there is,
and it's hidden often.
Yeah, but then often just like there are certain like filler episodes or just like non sequitur episodes that just kind of like do some.
It always leaves you
shit.
feeling good.
Yeah,
for sure. Almost always.
Definitely some sad ones.
What else is on the list?
I have it on my phone.
Scott Pilgrim is great. I forget when it came out, but it was a while ago.
Yeah, it was quite a while.
It's like almost 10 years now, I bet.
Jeez.
But I liked it a lot as a teenager, for sure.
Oh, I also have Moonlight on there.
Okay.
I've been meaning to watch it since I listened to the first BuddyCast, where Ben
really likes it. Yeah.
Ben mentioned it, and I was like, wow, I should watch the movie. And then it like won that Oscar thing.
Yeah, the Oscar.
The Oscar.
The one for the best movie.
Yeah.
That
So
one.
so now that it's the best movie, I guess that's even more reason to watch it. I was actually gonna watch it today.
Oh yeah.
But then I didn't. I think I'll watch it tomorrow.
Okay. That sounds good.
I feel like I'm gonna just bawl my eyes out,
Probably.
which I'm looking forward to doing.
Yeah. It seems pretty intense.
Yeah. But yeah, and the other movies are. I think I put down Chinatown.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're watching Chinatown. What else is it? Come on,
Trading Places. It's a very, very short list.
Trading Places is I haven't seen it, but it's good.
Yeah, I think
Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd, like, come on, get out of here.
Yeah.
No, Chinatown is like widely cited as A, one of the greatest movies of all time, and B, the screenplay is like unanimously agreed to be the best screenplay ever written.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I kind of just had it down there because like Jonah mentioned it like one time.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, this is a good movie. You should watch it." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, it's very like intro film school. Like, hey,
how to write a good.
You want to make movies? Check this out. And then the kid gets the back of his head blown open because it's that good.
It's so good. It's awesome.
It was actually, it kind of inspired the Adventure Time episode that I wrote.
Oh wow, that's really interesting.
Just in that there's a lot of like schemes and plots going on that like unravel as the movie goes on, and that was sort of the case with the Adventure Time thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the Card King who comes to the Candy Kingdom.
Oh.
And he's flirting with Princess Bubblegum. So Finn decides he has to be cool. And Choose Goose
Classic Finn.
gives him a beard. That'll make him cool. But it really just makes him an apathetic jerk.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh. I would watch this episode based on what you just said.
So Jake has to take over the saving princesses business while Finn is like being cool and chasing. He's not even chasing princesses, they just come to him. They like flock to him. Yeah.
Doesn't work as well in real life, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Being apathetic.
Works for some folks.
Yeah.
You have to look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the key.
I think Gavin. I was talking to Rob about Gavin one time, and I'm like, Rob was like bitching to him about how hard it was to pick up girls or something, and Gavin's like, really? I just go to terrace and sit on a couch and see what happens.
Gavin's
and it's
so
like,
cool.
yeah, Gavin, it's 'cause you're hot.
It's 'cause no fair.
It's 'cause you look like how you look, kid. I don't know. I don't see it, but
no.
I guess some people do.
He's also brilliant. So there's that.
Yeah, whatever that means. I'm not. Yeah, I'm just gonna give him no points on this podcast.
No Gavin. No Gavin points.
Gavin's not welcome here.
That's funny.
I'm kidding. Come on, Gavin. Come hang out. Come talk about your life.
That'd be funny if he actually listened to this. Does he? Do you think?
Do you?
I would guess
I'll
that
tag him
he
in it.
might.
I'll
Okay.
tag him in. I was talking to one of my friends after class today. He's like, "Hey, I listened to the first 5 minutes of one of the BuddyCasts. It's really indulgent. Like, it takes too long for you to talk about anything." And it's like, dude, do
you understand what?
Do you understand the premise?
This isn't like straight to the point journalism.
Give me the straight dope. Give me the straight dope right away, or I'm walking. You need to be able to pitch your picture in 30 seconds or less, or else, you can't get them in the elevator. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was gonna mention earlier. Your other art things that I like, those short videos you've been making. Like the first one that won that one contest, that was really good. Yeah. And then the one with Lucas.
Personal branding.
That was funny.
Yeah, I'm happy with them. I'm excited about it.
That was really good / funny.
I
appreciated it.
Yeah, I think I want to keep making those.
Please do.
I burped. For all those listening at home who wasn't sure what that was, I burped and then Nabai clapped.
As I do.
And now you're up to date on the play-by-play. So you like Scott Pilgrim? That's good.
Yes.
It's a good movie. It's super innocent in a way.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I watched it now, it would be like a little too cute for me. The cuteness can become overwhelming.
I can see that.
I don't know, but it also has a little edge, a little edgy humor.
Yeah.
Like when they're making fun of him for having the young girlfriend.
Yeah.
That scene is kind of very real. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, you're just bouncing back after blah blah blah. I don't know. I forget what it.
He like broke up with that one girl broke up with
it was.
him.
You reading anything? You don't read books.
I don't really. I mean, yeah,
It's
like
tough.
over the summer I read like Brave New World because I hadn't read it yet.
That's a good book.
And that was a thing that I should read if I claim to be into sci-fi.
Yeah.
But actually, I don't claim to be into sci-fi. But I would like to one day be able to claim that I'm into it. But yeah, no, I haven't read much.
I think I read too many books.
Why? Why do you think that?
Well, that's not true. I read a lot of books and it's good. But I think some creative people, there's a point that they reach where they're like, I don't need to read anymore. Like, I get it. And then they just start making brilliant shit.
Oh. I didn't know that was a thing.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not. Maybe it's an illusion. But I feel like even all the stuff I've like compiled and put into my brain, it's still not quite there. Mm-hmm. Not a master yet. I'm not a Jedi master. Hey Zane.
Hey, Nabai.
What's
Hey,
up?
Zane.
You're looking good.
Surprise. Thanks, man. Oof.
Where were you?
We just had a workout.
Cool.
Good for you. Fitness is important.
Fitness is good.
Yeah.
Fitness is key. What are you doing these days? Working out? Twerking out?
More the first, less of the second.
Well, yeah. Whatever it
each their
takes.
own. Yeah,
Is
no.
this one of your bananas?
This is
my
Nabai's
that's
banana.
my banana.
Right here.
My bad.
Yeah, I don't care.
Tight. Yeah, no, I just been, as of recently, I mean, over the summer I kind of, underwent my no cardio, only lifting and eating a lot transformation, and that was cool. But now I don't
Take
really
your shirt
have as
off.
much. Right now?
Yeah, do it, man.
Oh wow. I mean, the problem is I haven't.
You're also sitting down, so it doesn't. Oh no.
I haven't maintained the
I
gains.
see.
Like some of the gains are still there, but for the most
they're
part.
there. Everybody in this room is shirtless right now, except for me.
It's okay.
I won't conform.
You don't have to.
I refuse.
I'll put my shirt back.
I look pretty good though.
I believe you.
I'll admit it. I'll be the first to admit it.
That's a good. That's healthy. Good positive body
Self-worth.
image.
It's important.
But yeah, I've been doing more cardio recently because it's easier to just do like 30 or 40 minutes of cardio than like to like lift for like an hour. and I have like work to do and stuff. But now that I like I'm settling more into my like work schedule, hopefully I'll be able to start lifting again.
It's all about the lifting.
Yeah, I think that's when I've had the most success, like in general, is when I like have been like working out more and like having like a positive
Success at
image.
everything?
At everything, really.
Yeah, I think so.
Like over the summer, like I was like doing well. Like I had like that little job I was doing, like the research assistant stuff was going well for me, and I don't know, like girl stuff was going well for me. Not even I don't even think it's necessarily a function of how good I actually looked or
No,
how
I
bad
don't
actually
think so
looked. It's
at
just
all.
like how it made me feel about myself.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting.
Yeah.
Because that just means like I could just not do the lifting part and just convince myself, but that's I don't know, I don't have that kind of willpower.
Yeah. Kind of willpower, kind of confidence.
Yeah.
What
that's
do you
not me.
what do you believe about life?
Oh shit.
Do you have a philosophy?
Hard hitting.
You don't do any religious stuff, do you?
No, I was.
creepy,
I'm actually a cult leader.
cult stuff. Oh well, that's good. As long as it's not
I'm on the top dog.
Christianity
Oh,
or
of course not.
one of those gross
The worst.
mainstream religions.
Yeah, man, I could never. You know, I was into religion before it was, really.
Before Jesus came around.
DC, bro.
No, for real.
But yeah, no, I'm not religious, but I definitely just kind of try my best to be understanding of people, kind of. I don't know, like I rarely get mad now.
That's pretty cool.
It's interesting. I mean, it's kind of like sometimes I want to get mad though. Sometimes I want to feel like for freshman year I was very like I would often feel like irrational emotions and like I'd get drunk and like get angry at myself and like and like lots of other things and I would like punch stuff and like
Oh yeah.
I was just a wild boy.
I got a text either from you or somebody else one time of your like bloody knuckles.
Yeah, no, I was freaking out and just being irrational, and now it's like I don't know, I'm kind of just like I treat myself with like a lot of understanding. I try to treat myself with the tenderness and understanding that I might treat another person that I care about. And in addition to that, I just like I try my best to be understanding of others, and like when someone does something I don't like or something that I might usually get angry about, I try to think about it like I mean, it's very cliche and like simple and like kind of like
I mean, I think
like,
a lot of important stuff sounds like a cliche.
yeah. So like I try to just think about like why they might have done that or like how I have also perpetuated such acts in the past. Like I try not to be judgmental, I guess, in that sense. Like if someone like for example I tutor middle school kids, and they're like regular kids, and I'm like kind of a weird dude, so often they'll like kind of tease me.
Yeah.
And like of course I don't roast them back or anything because that'd be weird. But, like,
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no. So I kind of just think about that's kind of a bad example because that's kind of just like an adult shit.
No, that's I mean, that's a good example.
I guess.
That's
Yeah, so
especially like at a kid level, like that's when you should start to figure that out.
Yeah.
But a lot of folks don't.
So yeah, I just try to be like very understanding.
I don't know if I have. Probably not. I get mad a lot.
Oh man.
I'm mad all the time. I
That's
love
my
being
secret.
mad. That's my favorite.
So,
What do you think about ambition? How does that figure into it? Do you have like a really mature attitude about
like what I want to accomplish and like
I'm doing it for the world?
no.
Because I'm doing stuff for me.
Yeah.
Like I can't get that out of my head, even though I know it's
Yeah, I
kind
think
of a psycho way of going about your business.
I think I have a firm understanding that I'm just like random dude. Like I'm not a big deal, and thus I kind of just do things for me. Like most of what I do is for me.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, I guess if I were to do like plasma physics stuff, it would be partially for me and partially because clean energy is good for the world. But I mean, space stuff would be for me, just because I think it sounds cool. And like, I don't know, like my birthday, I'm gonna do all those things like for me. Like if anyone, I'm not gonna have a party. Like I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of very indicative of who I am. It's just like I like to watch cartoons on my downtime. I like to drink beer.
Yeah.
And eat pizza. And so I'm gonna do those things. And if people want to join me, they can join me. But
That's sick.
yeah, I don't know.
That's the way to be.
But yeah, at the same time, I try to be understanding. But like, I mean, I'm not. I do things for myself, but I also
of course, yeah.
I care about others, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
for the most part.
Yeah, I've been.
How are your beliefs doing?
Yeah, well, I've been trying to expand my consciousness a little bit.
Ooh.
I've not in the obvious way, but I'm in a Buddhist literature class.
Oh, nice.
We're reading the Lotus Sutra. And yeah, so a lot of the classes I'm taking this semester, I chose because they weren't exactly what I had been studying all along. Like, they're things I've always been interested in, but never got the chance to branch out into. So that's one. Philosophical analysis is another. And then, yeah, those are the two main ones that are really different. But there's one point early in the semester where the Buddhist stuff, the philosophy, and we were reading Emerson in my American Lit class.
Emerson.
And it like all came together at the same time.
That's wild.
I'm not sure there's a really easy way to explain that, but just in terms of like sort of both ignoring and liberating the self and living in harmony with the world, it was like
Yeah,
kind
like transparent eyeball type stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Emerson, I really, I mean, I don't know much about Emerson, but I do know that, the transparent eyeball thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's definitely like a lot how I, like that definitely resonates with like how I feel about myself.
Right.
Like I feel definitely like more of an observer.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm usually not talking a lot. I'm usually just being. I don't know. Emerson's tight.
I just hang around. I just hang out.
Pretty much.
Just started reading the Tao Te Ching. I don't know. I'm saying that pretty much right. By Lao Tzu.
Oh, nice.
And and then I also have a book of Zen haiku that I've been working on. And it's just like, it's crazy. It's completely the opposite of American culture.
Yeah.
Go get it. Go get more. Be the best.
Money.
Money. No, but this is like hang out, think about stuff. None of it really means anything. Or does it mean everything? Just think about it.
Wow.
Stop talking. Think about it. There's you want to run and get that?
Got it. Yeah.
Sorry. I just forgot to.
We'll cut all this shit out in post. We'll cut it all out in post.
We'll edit it out. Yeah.
Now I actually know how to edit too.
Oh.
Oh no, but there's this part in the thing, in the Tao Te Ching, in Lao Tzu.
Yes.
I'm a big reader. I read a lot. I read all the time. I think all the time. Where it says those who speak don't know, and those who know don't speak. Something like that.
That sounds like a thing that would be said or written.
I believe it. It's got some nice illustrations in here.
Oh boy.
What do we got? Oh, those who know don't talk. Those who talk don't know.
So pretty much what you said.
Yeah.
You got it.
That's some smart ass shit right there.
Yeah, man. That's
This
why
guy-
I never talk in precept.
That's why I never talk to anybody and die alone. Really, if you don't do that, did you do it at all?
Nope. Clearly.
Yeah. We're getting goofy as hell today.
Yes.
How about it? This is a loopy episode.
I'm a fan.
The subtitle will be loopy episode.
Ooh, that's.
Yeah.
I'm down with it. I'm
Even
very.
loopier than usual. Alex Costin will be disappointed. This is a loopy, indulgent, extracranial episode. not extracranial, like it takes extra brain, but like it's outside of your brain.
Oh wow.
See what I'm saying?
I didn't even think of it like that.
That's why I'm the writer. How do you feel? You feel good?
In general, yeah. I've done most of my work for the week, so I'm probably gonna go into chill mode for like at least a couple days. I get to do whatever.
Sweet.
Actually, that's not true. I have to do my fucking JP. Fuck that shit.
Fuck that. Actually,
Oh my
I'm pretty
God.
excited about my JP.
Yeah, low key. I mean, if I could like just, I need to dedicate more time to it, but it's a very interesting project. I might like help disprove some sort of like popular theory for propellantless propulsion.
Is that right?
There's like there's been this theory that you can produce thrust by like shooting microwaves into like a weird shaped metal cavity.
Oh, like a sun sail kind of. I mean, same
Along those
principle.
lines. Yes. The original thing was talking about radiation pressure, but apparently that doesn't work at all because you can't conserve momentum if you do that. But there are like other theories, and like so we're gonna
That'd be
break them
pretty
down.
cool.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
I see.
That's what I'm about.
That's what you're all about.
Breaking shit.
I'm gonna write about Woody Allen. That's my
Ooh,
JP. Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. That's awesome.
What do you mean how?
I didn't mean.
I
I
can
didn't
do
mean to say
whatever I
how.
want.
That's not what I meant to say. I know, because you're into that. You're into Woody Allen, right? You like his movies.
He's the best. He's great. Wait, no. What was your question?
Oh, I don't think I had a question.
I like scared you out of asking your question.
I didn't. No, I didn't mean to say how. I think I.
No,
was
yeah.
just-
There's a lot of latitude in the English department to
Mhm.
write about movies or other media. I think as long as it's not obviously not writing, like you couldn't write about a painting, but you could write about a graphic novel or a movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking forward to it.
That's awesome.
I like my advisor. Things are I have had this feeling recently, and I don't know if it's a change in me or a change in stuff around me, but I've been pretty happy,
That's awesome.
satisfied, but also very excited about the future and feeling like I don't know what's coming, but I think good things are going to happen.
I hope they do, and I think they will.
That's a good note to end on. Everything's great.
Yes.
Everything's great.
Very realistic.
It's great. Okay. Nabai, I'm glad you're my buddy.
Handshake. I am also very, very glad that you are my buddy.
Dang.